Well, you know how I said I would come back if anything big happened? Well, something massive happened, and I think this time I screwed up in game and not just recording. So I was having trouble signing up Mark Flecken to a contract, so I let my GM do it. And what I didn't realize is they included a release clause of only 7.5 million euros for Mark Flecken, who is already pretty much valued above that. And guess what? Al Ain have come in and they have triggered that release clause. Al Ain is in the UAE, and even with that, I was like, well, I mean, that's kind of a problem, but I have a feeling Flecken doesn't want to go there. He just signed a new contract. He's on 16 and a half grand per week. I think it's going to have to take one heck of a salary to get him to go to the United Arab Emirates. Well, they gave him a pretty big contract. 91,000 euros per week. So yeah, that's something I'm going to have to pay attention to, and I'm going to have to avoid giving my players. I'm going to have to try and avoid giving players release clauses in these contracts. I already looked at Schlotterbeck because that was another one I had the GM do, and he's got a release clause as well. Luckily, it's about 20 million and only for teams in the Champions League. But even that, I tried to come in and offer him a new contract. Schlotterbeck wasn't interested because he just signed one, but I'm thinking at the start of next year, maybe I try and get him in on a deal that doesn't involve a release clause, because even at 20 million, he's going to be worth that by the end of next year, if he's not already. And I'd like to just have either like a 40 to 50 million dollar release clause or none at all. But anyways, so that's the big news. The other big news is we played a few matches since I've seen you, including a match against Bayern, the match against Greuther Fürth. You saw us beat Wolfsburg 4-0. We took care of business against Greuther Fürth barely, 3-2. They tied it up in the 95th minute, which I thought was devastating. We win it in the 96th with Lucas Huller. So 3 points. I mean, that once again, just absolutely huge for our European qualification. Then we played Bayern, lose 3-1, okay, but played respectably. I tried a different tactic, a more controlled possession, 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. Did a little bit better there. Then we won a game against Frankfurt and a game against Bochum, but I did not realize with that win against Bochum, that means we qualified for the Europa League by securing a top 5 position. Now, I'm not sure if they mean a top 6, but we may have secured top 5, and we are in the Europa League. We still have 4 matches to go, but if we take a look at the table, we are in third, 3 points clear of Leipzig, 4 points of Wolfsburg. Like I said, we're guaranteed top 5. Yep, probably top 5. But with 4 matches to go, we have a real good shot at ending up in top 4 position. But with Flecken gone and Upov having to start, if we start to falter because of that and miss out on the Champions League, I am going to be pretty livid. But yeah, we'll be doing some goalkeeper shopping in the summer. But I think I'm going to play this next match against Gladbach, and then in the last episode, depending how the math breaks down, maybe come back for all 3 of the final matches. And if it somehow just the last 2 are the only one that matter, I'll just come back for that. But whatever. We will be back in for those, I guess, in this episode, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to start this episode with this information and then get into those games. So potentially you may have just missed the Gladbach match, and then we'll get into stuff. But yeah, I'll recap since then. But had to share that big news with you. Flecken going to the UAE for 91,000 per week, and we are into the Europa League for the 22-23 season. Let's go. Okay, we are back, and that is because with 3 games remaining, we just came off a victory against Gladbach 4-2 after beating Bochum 2-1. So with that 4-2 victory, we're still in third place on 60 points. Leipzig on 55 and Wolfsburg on 53 with 3 remaining. So I think if we win this one or get a draw, I think no matter what, we are good for Champions League, because we'd finish either in third or fourth. Maybe Wolfsburg has to lose, but something. I don't know. I figure I'll just show us the last 3, and I'm pretty sure if we get a win or a draw and Wolfsburg draw or loses, we are good to go. Yeah, exactly. Yep. basically, if Wolfsburg win and we lose, they're still alive. But right now, we are good to go into the Champions League in our first year, people. We did give up 2 goals, so the missing Flecken a little bit. But we're going to have Upov start, and hopefully he can get the job done. Schlotterbeck is suspended because of accumulation of yellow cards. That's all right. We will bring Gulda in, as he's been wanting playing time anyway, and let's have Kevin Schlotterbeck come in for Nico Schlotterbeck on the bench. We have Sedilia on the bench because of injury at right back. Actually, Kubler's still hurt. So Sedilia is on the bench. He actually got in last game. Pretty exciting. But yeah, excellent performance. Johannes Flum, the 34-year-old, or however old he is, has been tearing it up in that deep lying playmaker position. Hold on one second. Got to adjust my microphone here. He's been tearing it up in that deep lying playmaker position. Nurnberger has also been doing quite well there, but Flum's kind of been keeping him out of the side just the way he's been performing. And the Bosnian Ronaldo has signed a new contract, $36,000 per week till 2026. But the way he's been performing, I just couldn't say no. 17 goal contribution in 18 appearances in the league, and I think only 11 starts. So that's insane. And he's just tearing it up. And like I said, if his contract becomes too much of a salary burden, we can always sell him potentially for quite a profit, especially the way he's been playing. Let's get into this match against Hoffenheim. Champions League berth on the line. And media's been giving us a lot of credit lately. Let's show that we are worthy of that praise with our display. We'll take a look at Hoffenheim's lineup, or not. And they are in 12th. So a match we should be winning, although we are away from home. Our usual setup, although Kammerbauer in there at right back, Gulda in at center back, Flum and Eggestein in the midfield, and then you got Schade, actually, I realized, starting on left wing. Schade, Grifo, and Zhang all supporting Demirovic. Demirovic, I think, 2 goals against Gladbach. Zhang had 1. Flum and Eggestein were just carving teams apart in midfield. And once again, Flum from that deep lying playmaker role sends that ball over the top. Zhang probably should have done better there. But great opportunity. Now Zhang able to get past his man, looking to send it in. Good recovery from Baumgartner for Hoffenheim. Clearance only as far as Freiburg. Flum once again over the top to Zhang. This time he's not going to miss. And the Korean with his 15th on the season. And we've got a few budding stars on this squad. As Leipzig takes a 1-goal lead against Gladbach, but Wolfsburg is really the result we care about. Although the only result we should care about is our own. Destiny is in our hands. We are now 9 points clear of Wolfsburg, who are drawing with Stuttgart currently. Stuttgart fighting to stay out of that relegation playoff with Greuther Fürth. Greuther Fürth and Union Berlin with a match. Union Berlin somehow beat Leipzig, who were already, I think Union Berlin were already relegated. Maybe not mathematically, but a huge win to help us out. As Jesse Marsch, I think, is still managing at Leipzig, and he's probably out the door pretty soon, as they had opportunities to wrap up Champions League positions and lose to Greuther Fürth and Union Berlin. It's pretty inexcusable. And almost inexcusable as that shot going wide by Schade. Got to see a little bit more there, son. Come on now. How is he playing today? 6'6". He's pleased. All right, whatever. Let's put a smile on the fans' faces by qualifying for the UEFA Champions League. Is that putting too much pressure on them? Yeah, nobody's expecting anything from us today. Go out there and play without pressure. I don't know why people wouldn't expect us to be winning. We're in 3rd position, have a chance to qualify for the Champions League, playing Hoffenheim, who's in 12th. And yeah, maybe I should have said something better, because Hoffenheim heads it in, and VAR's going to look, but I'm pretty sure this was all good, all onside. And yeah, goal was awarded. Maybe I should have said the thing about the Champions League. It's now just 5 points up as Wolfsburg has taken a lead. They have the 1-0 lead against Stuttgart. We're going to look to maybe make some changes. I think I will take Schade off and put on Roland Shalai out there. And hopefully he can do something, as he has not been doing much as of late. Demirovic has not performed exceptionally well. How about this? How about Lucas Huller? Cement yourself as a club legend here. Get us into the Champions League. Grifo from the free kick. Gunter into Jean. They're going to look, but I swear that near post defender had to have kept him on. Do they look at this? Is it good? It's good. It's good. 2-1 lead restored. Or 1-goal lead restored. Jean, his second on the day. What a header in from Gunter. And ladies and gentlemen, SC Freiburg, I think we just got some help too, as Wolfsburg may have just been equalized on. But Hoffenheim with an opportunity. That one's sent in. Headed away by Leinert. Nordtvedt. 70 minutes gone. I'm going to have to make some changes. So we'll take off Flume. Let you guys see a little bit of Nürnberger out there. And that one blasted high and wide by Hoffenheim. Freiburg able to cling on to the lead. Looks like Leinert's getting quite tired. So what we'll do there is actually Gulda come over as the center back. And Kevin Schlotterbeck will come in and be that ball-playing defender. Who else was looking a little tired out there? Zhang. Not surprised. No, Zhang. Yannick Heber, I think, came in and actually scored on that right-hand side coming in for Zhang last match. As 15 minutes or so left to go before Freiburg punches their ticket to the Champions League. As Wolfsburg still drawing 1-1. We have a 9-point lead. And that is it. That is going to be it. If we can hold on 4 minutes, that's it. Blow the whistle. That is it. SC Freiburg is into the Champions League. First year of asking. We've qualified. Outstretched arms. Give these guys a hug. We've qualified with that win. How about Upov? Upov coming in, covering. Oh, we did give up a goal. I thought he got the clean sheet. I was so focused on qualifying. I'm just sitting here with a number 1 pointed in the air, my arm in the air. And Leipzig drew with Gladbach as well. So, yeah, we are clear above, almost as clear as the top 2. Dortmund coming off a huge win against Bayern last matchup. And it looks like Dortmund will be your champions. They do have the game in hand on Bayern, but they won the matchup. Dortmund versus Bayern, der Klassiker. But Freiburg off to the Champions League with some room to breathe. I'm actually excited. We secured a top 3 position. Are we for sure top 3? Are we for sure top 3? Yes, we are. 2 matches ago, 7-point lead on Leipzig. We're for sure top 3. I like that. We know where we're going to finish. Now I can just kind of play some young players in these last couple matches. That'll be exciting. I'm going to play that young goalie for sure and work a bunch of other youth guys in there. We've done what we came for. I'm excited. We'll finish up this season. Might have you see these last 2 matches, maybe just the last one, and then we'll get into, I think, maybe the whole next episode is going to be all summer transfers. Well, depending on how it goes, but we'll get into transfers and get into the Champions League of next season. So, yeah, you might see another match after this. Exciting times here at Freiburg. We're in the Champs League, baby. Let's go. Well, it just keeps getting better and better. This is actually kind of exciting for me because this is a next day in real life for me, not just in game, but take a look. Got this email, and because of our qualification to the Champions League, the board have set an initial payroll of €525 per 1,000 euros per week and a transfer budget of €52.26 million for the upcoming season. And for those of you who don't know, that is a big deal for this club who only spent $5 million, and that was actually me spending what I thought I had to spend, or I had money available, should just use it up before the season's end. So in real life, Freiburg spent no money on transfers last year. They did sell one player in real life for 14 million, as I brought in probably the other 10. But they always do good business. I mean, selling for a total of 14, not spending any, except for, I guess, on wages and stuff like that, but no transfer fees. But yeah, 52 million to spend. I'm kind of hoping I might be able to loan Flecken back and see if Alain will pay the majority of his wages. If not, I think we're going to have good money to spend on, or we'll have money to spend on a good goalkeeper. So that's pretty exciting. And I think I'm going to play rather the last match of the season on camera just to kind of celebrate things. And then the next episode will be sort of a season 1 recap, and then all of the maybe transfer highlights, or at least a recap of the transfers during the summer. And then the episode following that, I think we'll get into next season. I am so excited. We finished 3rd. I feel like that'll improve our draw for the Champions League. Just so excited. I think we'll be able to witness the draw, the group stage draw, to see where we are. And yeah, I'm thinking I want to at least finish 3rd in the group so, we can drop down to Europa League. But if we get a nice group, man, how great would it be to go into the knockout round and just keep the money flowing? And hopefully we can bolster the squad enough to at least qualify for Europe year in, year out, and keep the revenue streams flowing here. So yeah, just wanted to break that news for you. We'll probably play that last game of the season, and then I will catch you for season recap and all the transfers in the next episode. So see you in a minute. That's right. One more thing I wanted to make you aware of is that we got our youth intake. So kind of our youngsters that we brought in on trials to see if they would make it in our youth academy, and their trials have finished. So we've signed up a few players. And this is one thing, if you're new to the game, if you ever see these kind of cartoony faces that some of these players have, it means they're kind of what they call a new gen, or a new generation of players. So these are kind of the only players that will be fake. I mean, they're brought in new, and every year they'll kind of be these youngsters that will fill in to kind of keep filling out all the youth squads and stuff, because there are players that sort of retire. It's very realistic. I mean, there are players that will, they're in their mid-20s or something and playing, kind of in the lower levels, and will just retire because they're not going to make it, and it's just not really a sustainable lifestyle or whatever. And so this is the way of the game. Continue to kind of generate players, and you'll get really good young talents. And we've got a couple of them. As you see, we have a couple of elite talents. And obviously, being at a club like Freiburg, our youth system is going to give us really good youth players year in and year out. But we've got a few already the first year. And Shioshi Shimatsu, Japanese, well, naturally a striker, but can also play out on the wings, 15-year-old. He's got 4.5-star potential ability. Then we have Karsten Held, who is the star graduate of this trial academy period, already valued at around €1 million. So for a player who has not really made any appearances or is well known at all, has the potential to be quite good. 15 years old, another attacking type player. Then we've got a couple of Americans. Hey, right on. Gonna have that American connection. Kevin Rudlin. He's a 6'2", 16-year-old American goalkeeper from Detroit, Michigan, as we actually have kind of an affiliate club. This is something that actually exists in real life, but there's an affiliate club kind of somewhere in the Detroit area that will be supplying us with American youngsters like 15-year-old Anthony Marshall. And he kind of plays attacking midfield role, can play on the wings, maybe a little deeper in central midfield. And he is also from Detroit, Michigan, and interesting that he speaks English. He's fluent in German, can also speak a little bit of Spanish, so good on Anthony Marshall. He's probably been living in Europe for a little bit. And then we have Robert Boro. He's another good striker, 4-star potential, kind of the pressing forward role we like in our system, and only 15 years old there. And a few more candidates. This Greek fellow, defensive midfielder, another German, I think he's like German Malayan. Yep, Malayan, from Freiburg, homegrown talent. And there's, I think, Johannes Blum down here, central defender. And he's from Freiburg as well. So just kind of fun that we get some of these young players in. I think they're all around 16 years old. And we will continue to track their development. I think they'll all probably slot into the U19 team for the upcoming season. But just wanted to share that with you. And I will like I said, we'll be back for that game, and I will work on the pronunciation of this young Greek defensive midfielder because that is a mouthful. But yeah, we'll be back for the game against, I believe it is Bayer Leverkusen. We'll see you then. Bye. Okay, I decided to come back for the second to last match of the season. This one's at home against Union Berlin. Our last game of the year is against Bayern Leverkusen. It's on the road, so we're going to be saying goodbye to a few club legends at the end of this season. So I thought I'd show this game at home and show their send-off as Huller will be going. Hoofler, probably, he's out of contract. Heber's already signed up somewhere else. Schlotterbeck's already signed up somewhere else. Heinz is signed up somewhere else. Upov we're probably going to be moving on from. And Grifo, I know some teams are in for. I'd probably want to hold on to him for Champions League and everything else. And then Peterson has just indicated he wants to leave at the end of his contract, which is up at the end of this year. So he'll probably come on, I'm thinking, for the second half of this one. But as you see it, it's Upov in goal, Heinz, Kevin Schlotterbeck, the Bosnian on loan from Juventus, and Kammerbauer in defense, Hoofler and Eggestein in the midfield, Grifo, Shalai, and Heber supporting Huller up front. And I thought I'd try Shalai in the attacking midfield. This line shows that these two have a connection, and Shalai is kind of wanting to move on. He's wanting a better contract, and I'm kind of being a stick in the mud and not giving it to him right off the bat because he signed up, I think, till 2024. And if he gets upset, he's kind of valuable. A team can come in for him and offer me something. He just hasn't performed super well this year, so I think we could maybe move on from him if we get a good enough offer. But if he shows me something here in these last couple matches, well, maybe I will change my mind. But yeah, let's get into this one at home against Union Berlin, who super disappointing season as they are going down after qualifying for the Europa League. And I'm not sure how they did. I don't think they did very well in that either. Just a very disappointing season. But that's a team we might have to look at to poach some transfers for, because those squads that get relegated, some of those better players have clauses in their contract to get them out of it should the team get relegated. They talked about they have a good young striker who had way too big of a contract. Well, now we've got a ton of money, so maybe we can go in for him. But yeah, there's a lot of players. There's a few players I've got on my radar now that were out of reach in January, or I thought were going to be out of reach. Just like that shot from Geraldo Becker was out of reach as Union Berlin takes the 1-0 lead. But we know what position we're going to finish in, so not too concerned with results here. But would like to get the win, obviously, in front of the home crowd, as we are kind of on the celebration tour for the Champions League qualification. And today was all about fun. And I forgot what I was talking about before I went on that rant. But 25 minutes gone, still trailing 1-0. Grifo, yeah, stepping up a little bit. I'd like to see the Bosnian Juventus defender, Muharemovic, is performing decently today. Grifo sends it in. That one's headed back to Kammerbauer. His shot just goes wide on the right side. And yes, I was talking about that striker from Union Berlin. We now have money to potentially sign him, but I've also got plenty of other players that are now on the radar that previously were absolutely not. And Julian Green showing up, scoring goals again, this time against Dortmund, who is, I'm thinking, looking to lock up, well, no, they probably have to wait till, the final day of the season if they both win. But Dortmund looking to lock up the championship. Yeah, not a great half there. Let's see, show me something else in the second half. And actually, well, it's going to be a quick change when it happens, but well, no. Let's leave Huller out there till like the 60th minute. I want to see him get a goal. Grifo didn't do much. Shada's going to come out there. Actually, Heber is going to go over there, and Zhang's going to come on as the fans are going to cheer on our second best goal scorer this season, as Zhang's up to 16, trailing only the Bosnian Ronaldo Demirovic, I think, who has 17. Lucas Huller has 15 goals from 15 appearances this year, which I was pretty devastated now with the money we've made that we have to move on from him. But Demirovic, I think, with 17 and 21 appearances. So, and Demirovic, I think, is at least 5 years younger, something like that. That ball played in. Nice job by the keeper. Never mind. Not sure. And I think I see why Union Berlin is going down, if that's the play they're getting from their defense. But Lucas Huller gets his goal as we're still, in the first minute of the second half, as Lute, I don't know, from Berlin. No idea what he's doing. Lucas Huller acting the role of a poacher there. And taking advantage. Let's not do that quite yet. Yeah. It's not the 60th minute. We can wait now. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, now we're ready to make those changes. So, Huller, you got your goal. Love it. Take it home. Put it in the trophy case. Nils Peterson will come on as the poacher. Grifo will come off. Hebert will slide over there, and Zhang will come on as the crowd will stand and applaud, and we will go after the victory. We'll go attacking. I'm going to encourage. We'll see what else is going on out there. Shalai, of course, not looking great. Probably could have slotted Grifo over there, and that one slotted just wide by Berlin. Looks like Dortmund will pick up the victory. Where is Bayern? Hold on. Are they playing right now? They are playing right now, and they are winning. But Dortmund is 6 points clear, so Bayern must have dropped points at some point. Or excuse me, 5 points clear. And yeah, I think if Dortmund win this afternoon, that is all she wrote for the Bundesliga. So credit to them for winning the title. I wonder if Erling Haaland will be moving on at any point. We're going to take Eggestein off for... So yeah, we'll have... Hold on. Let me go over here. Have Hebert drop down to the Eggestein role. Eggestein come off for Schade. Okay, Hebert is down there. Who else is tired? Shalai is tired. Well, that's fine. And Johannes Flum will come out there for the box-to-box role. Although that's not really something he does, so we'll just put you on as a central midfielder on support and call that good. Come on, let's get the winner here. Come on, Nils Peterson. Super sub. Disappointing he hasn't really been used this season. I'm going to probably have to change the graphic, I suppose. We lose hold of Nils Peterson. So pretty sure, yeah, he's one of the 3 I have in the bottom of the graphic thumbnail for the series. But yeah, draw 1-1 with Berlin. Pretty even. Whatever. Not as exciting as I thought, but at least Lucas Huller got a goal on his way out the door. And yeah, we probably should have won that match. Whatever. But hey, we're all still just happy about how things ended with the season overall. And it looks like Leipzig will be joining us in the Champions League. Wolfsburg has their Europa League spot cemented. And it's going to be between Mainz and Gladbach for that Europa League spot. And yeah, actually, a couple teams have a chance to potentially jump up ahead of Gladbach, depending on what happens on the last day of the season. But like I said, I think that'll do it for us in terms of game footage for this season. And we will have that season recap and transfer special in the next episode. And I will see you there. Gotta love it. But yeah, we'll see you next time on 3 Strikes, and you're out.